So my name is Sin Simmons, and thank you for joining today's webinar with our January marketing theme. Kicking off this new year, our theme is New Year, Fresh Start. Okay, so for today's agenda, we're going to go over the January marketing theme. We're going to tackle some of those national food holidays, and then we're going to go over the tip of the month lastly, which is going to include a demo into our software. Okay, so for this theme, New Year, Fresh Start, what does that entail for us? So now's a good time kicking off the new year to promote any popular menu items that you know did well throughout 2024 last year, or any food items that you know did well in January of last year. Now's a good time to promote those popular menu items kicking off this new year. Promoting healthy foods is a big important thing right now as you want to meet customers where they are with their New Year's resolutions. We're making promises to eat cleaner and eat healthier. So now's a good time to leverage those healthy food items. Promoting new features, it's a fresh start, it's a new year. So if you have any new features that you've been waiting on kicking off with any partnerships with third parties, any reservation links and things like that, now's a good time to promote those. Getting to know your customers is very important as you're kicking off this new year. Now's a good time to try to gather as much feedback as possible through social media and surveys, which I'll touch on a little bit more, just to try to meet your customers where they at. And promoting online ordering. It is January, so after the holiday season, along with people making New Year's resolutions to eat healthier, eat cleaner, along those same lines, those resolutions also entail to eat out less. So you want to try to promote as much online ordering right now as possible, especially if you have those healthier food items that your customers can order online. It would be beneficial to promote the healthy menu items and letting your customers know that they can also get those items by online ordering, and highlighting the convenience of online ordering and saving your customers time. All right, so here's some targeted post examples of what that looks like. So starting with the first picture here to the left, you see that we're promoting those healthier food items such as salads. It says, enjoy a fresh start with healthy options in the new year. With a post like that, you will want to include like an online ordering link for those convenient orders. Order online, a simple, straightforward post for ordering online. You can just include whatever menu items that you have for online ordering, or again, take the opportunity to highlight any healthier food items. And then lastly, we have over here, we want your feedback, take our survey. Kicking off this new year, surveys is a great way and a great tool to get to know your customers. Promoting survey links, in which I'll touch on a little bit further on how you can create those with our software, because now's a good time to get as much data about your customers as possible. So our objectives for this month. So diving into the theme a little bit more specifically, building long-lasting relationships with customers. Like, what does that look like? So to build a relationship with a customer, you have to be able to communicate with them. So promoting any loyalty programs, any mailing lists for your subscribers or for your customers to subscribe to so you can communicate them will help you build long-lasting relationships. Increasing customer engagement. So that could be being more interactive or having more interactive posts on social media, such as links to surveys, but at the same time, you can also do simple posts such as questions. What is your favorite menu item? Just to try to drive in some comments to your post, which will help increase your customer engagement throughout social media. Now is a good time starting off this year, that fresh start. It's a good time to control your brand's narrative. So along the lines with increasing your customer engagement, you may want to get a little bit more personal or add personalization to your brand story on your social media presence. So that could include, posting your customers or posting your employees and your chef at times to get a little bit more personal with them. Leveraging new features, so leveraging those new features could include like new items for the year, kicking off the new year, promoting any recent additions that you may have added, like I've mentioned before, with any third-party online ordering, or like if you recently added any reservation links, now's a good time to leverage those. And gaining insights through customer surveys, like I touched on a little bit before. So using the data from the surveys that you'll get to make any, to tailor any promotions that you may have had, to make any necessary menu items based off your customer feedback, or to make any improvements to your service based off of what responses you get based off of how your service is according to your customer's point of view. And lastly, we have, increasing online orders. Like I said before, with the New Year resolutions, with customers wanting to eat out less and eating healthier, now's a good time to try to increase your online ordering, just to highlight the convenience of what online ordering could look like for the customer right now, considering that most people may want to eat out less, especially after the holiday season. So increasing those online orders, that could be as simple as offering a discount right now for online ordering, or any loyalty rewards that you may offer, promoting and highlighting those as well. All right, so next we have the January National Food Holidays. Kicking off with the next major holiday, we have National Gluten-Free Day. This is a good one just because it's an opportunity to highlight that you have gluten-free options at your restaurant, especially if that's something you don't promote throughout the year as much. So just to give your customers an idea that you have those options. Moving down, we have National Bagel Day, Hot and Spicy Food Day, Popcorn Day, National Cheese Lovers Day. And just to reiterate, when it comes to national food holidays, you don't have to be as specific. You can always take this as an opportunity to put a twist on it according to your restaurant, especially for those days such as International Hot and Spicy Food Day or National Cheese Lovers Day. Those aren't specific menu items, so you can take the opportunity to promote those menu items that go hand in hand with those days, like a menu item that's hot and spicy, or one of those menu items that include cheese, just to have an opportunity to promote those that you may not promote as often throughout the year. And moving down the line, we have like the New England Clam Chowder Day, Hot Chocolate Day, and it's also National Soup Month. And with it being the winter season, hot chocolate and soup, now's a good time to promote those because it's cold, it's the winter time, and you may not promote those as often throughout the year when it's a little bit warmer. All right, so now we're going to dive into your tip of the month with creating surveys. And like I said before, creating surveys is going to be a good opportunity right now to get to know your customers a little bit more. So what we'll do now is head over to Engage, which is spillover.com, and you log in. And this is what your dashboard should look like once you're logged in. On the left-hand side here, we're going to scroll down to surveys. All right. And then I just want to briefly go over that we do have a survey library where you can take some of these surveys and build off a template. And if there's one that you like, you can easily just view the survey and you'll click copy here. And then you'll be able to see that survey will be on the survey page here for you to just edit under the incomplete. But we're just going to start from scratch here on creating a new survey. So with this survey, we're going to change the name here to just share your dining experience with us. All right, in the survey settings here, you can see that you have an introduction. This is going to be a display message that your customers see before they start taking the survey. So you can say something along the lines of, take 5 minutes to give us your feedback. All right, it's always important to at least give your customers an idea of how long this survey would take them. For the email routing address option, this is where you're going to include that email on when you want to get the response notifications sent to for when you're starting to generate some responses to your surveys that you're promoting. And then here we have, upon completing the survey, the option to display a thank you message. And then in this box, this is that thank you message that simply says, "Thanks for taking our survey. Your responses have been saved and will be reviewed. Feel free to customize this to your liking." And once you're satisfied with everything here, make sure you click the save button at the bottom. And then now we're in the design part of the survey. So this is where your header would just show up with like your restaurant logo, and it may say like survey or something, just to let you know that this is fully customizable. So you can change this header out here. And now we want to add a question. So you have the option to just click add a question, and these are the different type of questions we have for if you want to just create one from scratch. But to save you some time, we also have some question templates. So if you look here on the left-hand side and click the question templates and click spillover templates, now you have some questions that you can at least build your survey off of. So starting off, I'm going to choose a few to incorporate into this survey. Like, please rate your overall experience. I think I like that one. Let's see here. And then let's say if you offer both pickup and delivery. So you want to do like, please tell us about your pickup experience. Tell us about your delivery. And then here's one of how likely are you to recommend us to a friend? And then please share any additional feedback you have. Okay. And then once you have the questions that you're satisfied with, you're going to select the page to add to, in which in this case is page 1, and click add to survey. So now you're able to see, first of all, the header, but under the header, that's that display message I was telling you about. It will show up here. And now with the questions specifically. So please rate your overall experience. This one is a drop-down question where your customer is able to choose different options based off of their answer. Now, if you're not satisfied with the answer choices or the way that the questions are worded, all of the questions from the question templates are able to be customized and edited. So you can click on the edit button here and feel free to change anything around. But one important thing based off of all the questions that you will include is if you see the options button here, you can click this checkbox to require an answer, which is very important. And this may be something you want to do for all of your questions for your survey, especially if it's a short survey, just so you can make sure that a survey isn't submitted without having all answers to them completed. So once you have the required answer there and you're satisfied with the question and the answer options, you're going to click the save button. And then scrolling down, you see we have a different type of matrix question, which is basically a couple questions in a question. Same example here. And here's a rating question, and then a text box question about sharing any additional feedback that your customers may have. This is very important just to cover all bases and giving your customer an opportunity to voice any concerns that may not be mentioned in any of the previous questions. And once you're satisfied with this, you're going to click Finish Design. Oh, sorry, let's go back in there. You can also preview the survey before you actually do finish the design. You always can click on the preview option to see how it looks. And this red asterisk is that question that I may require to answer. So like I said, that may be something you want to do for all of the questions, especially with a short survey. So then we'll go back and now actually hit finish design. And once you're satisfied with it, the important thing to do is, as you can see, this is now under incomplete surveys because we have a publish button here. So say if we're ready for this survey to go out and we're ready to share it to start generating some responses, you want to hit publish and then hit publish again. And now you have a link that you can easily copy and include into any social media post or any email marketing, or create a QR code just to put up in your restaurant. But now we have it under active surveys. And now you'll see that we have 0 responses because this is new. But inside of Engage, you're able to see all of the responses. For example, for this online ordering pickup service, if I click view responses, I'm able to get some data on those 2 responses there. And it'll help me, with the feedback that I'm getting. And if you need to get that link again, over here, you're able to get the link as well. If you didn't get it before, to copy into those social media and email marketing posts. And then lastly, I know we're short on time, and if you have questions about, creating surveys, it's important to remember that on spillover.com, if you hit the support tab and click on our knowledge base and scroll down, we do have some knowledge base articles on how to create a survey, how to close one, viewing the results and things like that. It's very helpful. And then, of course, we do have those weekly live trainings. And with the live trainings, you're going to go back over to spillover.com and click support, and then click on the training and webinars, live product training. And for the survey, learning about surveys specifically is actually listed under the social media and reviews management with Sanalysis. And that's every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Central, hosted by me. And that's an opportunity for you to sign up and have any one-on-one training about surveys or any other questions that you may have that I may have not touched over. Or if you want to dive into a little bit further with some one-on-one help, feel free to sign up here for free every week. Like I said, every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Central. Alrighty. Okay, and here's the schedule of all of our live trainings. We do touch over other parts of our software, but again, if you want more questions about surveys in general, or if you want some one-on-one training, it is this Wednesday one here at the bottom for social media and reviews management. Surveys is listed under that one. Alrighty. And thank you so much for joining today. I hope it has been helpful and insightful for you for this new year, kicking off that new year and that fresh start. So happy new year, and thanks for joining.